Hello and welcome to tonight's race with the ECR Elite Championship Series Racing coming out to you from Daytona International Speedway. My name is Jeremy Rubin in here in the booth. I got Nick Gillis and John Cottle with me tonight. We're doing a little preseason action here from Daytona. Looking forward to a good race tonight. We got buddies Nick and John out on the track tonight. They're going to be doing a lap around for us, so we're going to get right into it.
All right, and me and John are gonna roll off here, and we're gonna get up to speed as quickly as we can, and try to showcase a little bit of drafting for everyone at home.
Let's get up on the wall and show them some close action to the wall, Nick.
Absolutely. Anybody that knows me knows I love to run right up next to this wall. I take what a lot of the announcers over the years have come to call the Dale Earnhardt Jr. line. He loves to run up on the outside line. Not so much anymore recently, but back when he drove that 8 car, he would be right up against that wall just about everywhere they went. So that's where we're currently at, and we're gonna get a decent lap in here. This is the warm-up lap. We'll be able to put down a time lap. Next lap should be somewhere around what do you think, John? 45.5, somewhere in there.
I don't know about that, but we'll try.
All right, so when you're drafting, you want to keep it basically right down here on this yellow line. We're facing a little bit of wind gust here today, 11 miles an hour. Right as you enter turn 1, it's going to push a little, and it actually does push a little coming off of 2. But you want to keep it as far down on the bottom and keep it as close to that yellow line all the way around the racetrack to hold your position. The inside line is usually the fastest. You will see the outside line make some runs if the lead guy has figured out how to do the side draft perfect. And we'll go more into depth in the side draft when the season actually rolls around. But as for right now, we're just showcasing a couple laps. And actually, if you want to, John, let's showcase bringing it down pit road.
Oh, we can do that after one more lap. But I want to show them what it's like when you're pushing. When you're pushing, it's really pretty simple. Like when you come on a back stretch right here, you want to suck up that car, so you'll offset your car like that a little bit, and you'll get a run on them, and you'll hook up right back to their back bumper like that, and then you'll lose them into the corner because you're gonna be pushing them through the corner. I kind of pushed Nick up the track there a little bit, I think, but now he's pulling away again, and when I come off that corner, I'm gonna kind of go up the track a little bit and come back down, and boom, right back to his back bumper again.
All right, and we're gonna bring it in this time by. So what you're gonna want to do, and I'm gonna go over this now. You're wanting to get off the gas coming off of 4. Just about right when you come off of 4, you need to be off the gas because otherwise you're gonna be slamming on the brakes and chewing up the tires. Now, the beautiful thing about this version of Daytona is you don't need to replace tires every time you stop. But if you're eating the tires when you come off a pit road, you're going to have to replace them.
And here, I'm going to show them what not to do when you come on the pit road.
All right, you go low. I'm going to keep it up high. Actually, I think I showed them what not to do.
Well,
I think you both were kind of the.
Yes, we were. Well, that's exactly what not to do is what we both just did there. I did not get the perfect entry into pit road there whatsoever.
That does just go to show how difficult it is to get onto pit road here. You're coming down from about 190, 200 miles an hour here in these Xfinity cars. Trying to get down to, I believe pit road speed is 65 here at Daytona. And with no brakes, because they take most brake packages off of these cars to maximize the speed. You can't stop. It's not a thing. Brakes don't work.
No, and we always say ARCA brakes because they are horrid here. But I do want to thank U.S. Airways, which does not exist. If anyone realizes that, U.S. Airways does not exist in its own right anymore, which I'm deeply saddened by. But I play Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have a little thing on Flight Simulator Economy. My airline is the U.S. Airways airline, so I decided that I would have them sponsor the lap around car for the season. So you'll be seeing that car a lot this year, and you'll see John quite a bit this season too. He's going to have a slightly different paint scheme from what he's doing right now.
Yeah, Nick, I think we messed up pit road a little bit.
You think?
I think messed up might be a little bit of an understatement there, John.
I purposely messed it up. I don't know what Nick was doing.
And I think Nick's messed up before you.
I think I thought that I could just hit the button and have a pit road speed limiter because I'm so used to driving the C7, and I completely forgot, hey, we don't have that here.
I actually had to spin my car out on purpose. Nick was the bad part.
Well, in this session, we're winding down practice. Going to be starting up qualifying here in the next couple minutes. Who are we looking out for tonight to possibly take this checker flag and go into victory lane?
Well, my pick going into this is probably going to be Justin Bland, who is always, and I know I just about always pick Justin. He's one of my buds, but when it comes to super speedway racing, he is one of the top ones in ECR. He is one of the best. There aren't many that are better than him. There are some, definitely some, but he's one of the top ones. I don't know who, John, you have.
I don't really have a pick. Honestly, to me, Daytona is a wild card race, so I'm not throwing anybody out of this mix, man.
Absolutely, yeah. Jeremy, I gotta say, I don't know who you think. I want to know really your honest opinion on it.
My honest opinion, John Schweikert. He's fast everywhere, but I mean, like John was saying, it's very hard to choose.
Yeah, and with John Schweigert's an amazing talent. No matter where we go, no matter what we're doing, no matter what we're driving, he's one of the best. I personally think he could be running the Peak Antifreeze series. That is my honest opinion.
Yes.
He is that good. He'll tell you himself he doesn't think he's that good, but truthfully, I'm pretty sure he is. Anthony, always our league president. He's great here. Luis is another great one. You'll notice Luis in a all black nationwide Chevy Camaro. If you don't realize it, it is the same one that Junior ran to victory lane at the July race last season. So, but I definitely think Anthony's got a good chance of this. Really, like John said, it's anyone's race. It's absolutely anyone's race as we are underway in qualifying and a little bit of group action going on here.
Yeah, with open qualifying still, probably a little bit of a mistake on the racing because we're not going to have open qualifying when we get to our full season, which will be for the Xfinity Series. Will be broadcasted live here on ARAN, but open qualifying tonight, so a little more excitement than just your normal qualifying session.
Yeah, I do think it was an accident. We haven't been really practicing Daytona lately, so we're I guess Anthony forgot to change it over, but you know, it happens. It's but like you said, we'll be single car qualifying, so we'll have to figure something out to do during that. But other than that, I think it's going to be interesting. We'll probably maybe go to a commercial break during qualifying during the regular season or something.
And as they come to the line for the first time there, it's Terry Griffey taking the P1 spot, followed by Justin Bland and Merrick Watchorn.
I find it interesting because they were on the outside and they actually were faster than the guys that were on the inside.
Oh, were those? Yeah, those were the two that were leading that outside pack.
Qualifying laps didn't count. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing about.
Actually, the 29s did. The 29s lap did.
Oh.
Yeah. But the top three are the ones that were second, third, and fourth on the outside line. So absolutely, it just proves much the same as last season when they came here for the qualifying session and everyone was at it at once. The cars at the back of the pack are the faster ones, and that's an obvious almost always. But I do agree. The surprise there was the outside line. They got a fantastic run, not only on the inside guys, but were able to get up into the top four. Three of the four of them.
Now, one thing I will say about qualifying at Daytona, and in a group like this, it is very complicated because you cannot get an X exactly like Justin just did.
Absolutely, and it's something that you have to worry about every time you come here. It's a pain in the ass, truthfully, whenever you have group qualifying, because it's not just here that you can draft and get an X. If you get an X at any track, and I tell you, the one that I find the most annoying is going to Watkins Glen.
Yes.
The wheel off in the
Yes.
boot or in the bus stop. My apologies for saying the boot. The bus stop. You're gonna get an X there, and it's gonna avoid that entire lap, and that is a pain in the ass at a road course.
Especially there, because I believe during the regular season you're only gonna get one lap to throw down a nice qualifying lap, and you have that happen, you're starting at the back.
Well, you only have one lap here too, so
Yes, that's true. During regular time.
yes. If you don't get that right on that one lap, you are not going to have a great time. I think you can honestly make up for it at Watkins Glen. You can make up those spots fairly easily, and you're not in a danger zone, so to say. But here, when you are in the back, you are in the danger zone. I don't care what anyone says, that is the danger zone.
As we've seen multiple times today in practice.
Exactly. Being behind cars, you have nowhere to go when the accident starts, and if it happens, you're toast. As we do have Terry Griffey went back to the top of the board once again. Justin Bland is back to second. Brad Bohr in the 15 car is third. Merrick Watchhorn fourth. Trevor McManus fifth. Anthony Thitchner sixth. Joey Stats seventh. David Kittle.
I believe it's David Killall. Killo.
Okay. All right, so Kill All. Ken Ron is ninth. Doug Hess is 10th. Tony Timmy?
Tony Tenney. Tony Diamond. Tony D.
I apologize for screwing up his name. I don't know why it looked like there was an M there. Ken Worley is 12th. Will Prue is 13th. Chris Steele is 14th. Joshua Seats is 15th. Tony DeGennaro is 16th. Ron Miller is 17th. And we have quite a few cars that either have taken a crap ton of X's or they did not put in the laps in practice.
That might be it too. We also do have a pretty large size pack forming up out here on the track now, so might see the top 5 change here in the next lap or two. You got the 92 of Chris Steele followed by the 83 of Will Prue out there on the outside line that just joined up with the lead pack. See if they can march their way up to the top 5, maybe even on to P1.
As for the cars that are not qualifying, it seems the 1 car, the 10, the 17, the 22 was not supposed to qualify. He's going to be getting the EOL there. Jeremy, yourself.
Yep. I would be here in the broadcast booth.
Absolutely. The 42, the 66, the 69, the 83, the 88, and the 95. And actually, the 83 qualified as well, so there are going to be 2 EOL.
Wow.
At least out of that group. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else qualified too as well. It's possible. As Trevor McManus in the 10, which is actually not his number, by the way. goes to the top of the board.
Yeah. Terry Griffey slotted back about a 1/100th of a second right behind him, with Justin Bland followed not too far behind him.
And what you see in that pack is basically a miniature form of what you're going to see throughout the race, only they're going to be a lot closer together. That's about the only way I can put that.
About the only way you want to put it, because closer, tighter, it's gonna be hectic at times. Starting off the race probably gonna be a little hectic, and it might cool down a little bit if we get some consistent green flag laps in. Hopefully we can get some good racing for these 60 laps that we're going tonight here at Daytona. Tonight's weather, we're mostly cloudy with 79 degrees air temp, track temps up to 90 degrees, 58% humidity, and 10-mile-an-hour winds. I believe they're out of the north, a little east. My little graphic here doesn't like to show me. So got 10-mile-an-hour winds out of the east. Should fairly calm race, maybe a little tight later on in the runs.
And I also want to say, you know, what you're seeing with the broadcast right now is not a finished product. Our overlays are very likely not the same ones we're going to use this season. We might have something different in the works. We're going to have a couple different things. We're going to have commercial breaks. It's going to be an interesting season. I can't wait to do it. I think I just saw 747 getting ready to take off from Daytona International.
Oh yeah.
Behind the track. So that really gets me going. I love seeing them big planes, especially at 747.
You want to talk about big planes? We had one here. Little side note here on Fort Bliss, we had a C-5 Galaxy, which is the largest U.S. Air Force aircraft, and they were pulling tanks out of it. It was pretty awesome.
Absolutely. I went to an air show here in Jacksonville, where I'm at, not that long ago, and they had one just sitting on the tarmac, and they were letting people walk inside of it, and my word, that thing was huge.
Yeah, I've never had the pleasure of being inside of a C-5, but I did unload a C-17 that was coming straight back from, I believe that one was coming back from either Africa or Afghanistan. We were able to unload that one. That was a treat. Sarcastically. And qualifying has finished up. And it is Justin Bland on the pole.
When did he do that?
About a lap ago. Yeah.
Pulled that one out right at the end, I guess.
Well, congratulations to Justin Bland on your pole, man.
And am I seeing this correctly? Did Ken Worley completely tie him, or am I seeing a glitch?
Oh, wow. We're going to have to talk to one of them there.
So who do we pull down? I was going to say we pull down one of the pole sitter, but who do we pull down now?
I'm showing the 65. Yeah, I'm showing the 65. And
yeah, he's number one. We got to pull him down. Let me give him a heads up.
Okay, you give him a heads up, I'll get him.
You got him? Alrighty.
Hey, Justin, you got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir. I got you.
How's it feel to be sitting on the pole?
Whew, that was awesome. I got Ken to lag back with me, and right as we hit the line, we went for it, and we both ended up tying, got the same lap, so iRacing was nice to me, gave me the pole, but that was an even effort between me and Ken, so give him a thanks and hope that me and him can stay up front.
I got to ask while we're sitting here, you know, we still got time for the grid. What's your strategy now while you're sitting on the pole? I mean, clearly it's going to change from if you were starting like 20th or something. So what are we looking at here?
The plan was, depending on where I started, I was just kind of lag back. We only have one quick repair today, so I was just going to try to save the car for the end. But now that I'm starting up front, I'm going to just try to stay up front here, try to keep the lead as long as possible. That was the strategy at the truck race last time we were here about this time, and ended up with the victory. Same car or trucks, similar sponsors, but same strategy. Just try to stay up front. The JB Designs Camaro is fast. Just keep it up here.
I had a question. How's the track feel for you today?
It is very tight. I've never really had this issue at a super speedway, but you come into the corner and it just gets really tight. I don't know if it'll change over as the rubber or the track gets rubbered in, but right now it's a little uncomfortable, but not anything that we can't handle.
How do you think it's going to feel as you progress through the race as the rubber builds up?
Usually it'll get tighter based on how iRacing usually handles rubber track rubbering, and I'm hoping it gets looser, but I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see, play it by ear. It's going to really show who can drive if it goes either way. If it gets loose, so it's going to be a lot of putting a lot of wheel into the car. If it gets tight, it's going to be who can avoid other cars pushing around. So,
All right, man. Well, good luck to you tonight, and we're gonna send you back up with everybody else, and hope you get this off cleanly and get it done.
10-4. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And that was Justin Bland, your pole sitter, coming from Daytona, going straight to the front.
And I just want to point out, I was not aware. Apparently, the 99 was not supposed to qualify, or
Oh.
confused. He got an EOL penalty. He will not be starting on the outside of row one. David Killall was given an EOL. He was not supposed to. The 92 apparently was not supposed to as well, and Will Prue in the 83 was not supposed to. So there's quite a few people that were not supposed to qualify that did. So we're going to see a little bit of a different feel here. We're going to get ready to go green with Justin Bland leading them to the green. Ken Worley rolling off second. David Killall will. I'm so confused right now because that's not true. Trevor McManus is going to roll off second.
Yes.
Terry Griffey is now third. Jeez, let's confuse the heck out of Nick. Joey Stats is going to roll off sixth. You know what? I'm done.
Yeah, well, we're gonna. There's so much confusion with people not either listening or not understanding. We're gonna go green, and we're gonna get this settled out once we go green.
I can't do it.
Yeah. But either way, pace car lights are off. Pace car's gonna be ducking down on pit road here momentarily, and we're gonna be going green at the Xfinity race.
And
Let's
here we
go
are.
green,
Green,
racing.
green, green, green. As Justin gets what looked like a brilliant start, he's going to dive down into turn one. He's still going to be in the lead. He does have a battle with him coming on the outside. The 10 car looks like he's going to fight back. I don't know if the 96 is going to give him enough help or if they have enough help, the two of them, to really reel them back in and get past him by the time they get back to the stripe, as they do make a battle for it coming down middle of the backstretch.
It looks like that 15 is trying to stay glued to that 96's bumper to get them a run back up past the 65, but it's not working so far. The 9's sticking with the 65, and they're able to keep ahead of the entire field.
Although the 96 is giving that 10 a good push, we're going to see who's going to get the lead at the line. It looks like it will be Justin. Justin Bland does lead the first lap as we continue our coverage here at Daytona.
Now, something I didn't expect was the pack is kind of spread out for it to be this early.
Truthfully, that doesn't surprise me, as you know, Justin even said it himself. If he had started further back in the field, he probably would have just single filed out and tried to make it to the end. And I think that's what a lot of people's mindset is.
Not the guys at the front. We're going 3 wide. Sorry, Nick.
Absolutely. You know, you'll see that a lot. I don't think the 10 is going to be able to stay up there. Well, I guess he will. All right. Looks like the 96 wasn't able to get the run to get up there, but.
And real quick, look who's right behind Justin Bland, the guy who got the EOL to start the race, the 99.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, the back of the field, nowhere. He's in second. Lap 2, 3.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I don't know that he was actually supposed to be given an EOL penalty, and I think.
Or maybe there was so many EOL penalties that I don't know. Well, there's so many EOL penalties, but the group's packing back up now. 9's gonna take the lead here at the line. We're gonna have a lead change.
Oh, is he
Yes,
going
we
to
are.
bring it down?
Yep.
He breaks it down.
And the 10 stays high. Very good job, not trying to follow him down.
And he's going to try and get his little taste of the lead.
Absolutely.
There's a side draft that we were going to talk about later in the season, but that's a perfect opportunity.
Absolutely. I'm going to say right now, I don't know of anybody that can really do a side draft similar to the way some of us can, but that's looking like a good one right there. I will say that.
Justin Bland comes up. Is he going to get put in the middle?
No, he's going to be able to block his way into the lead of the outside line. He's going to make a run. He's going back to the front. Justin Bland is your leader again.
And he clears back down. 10's just being used as a bulldozer to push people through.
Absolutely. I don't know if I'd be putting up with that for too much longer, although I don't know what the 15's doing. He might be thinking to put it 3 wide and put him in the middle. As it looks like the pack is starting to bunch back up a little bit towards the back. Getting some great racing here. This is what I love to see, pack racing. I was always so disappointed with the tandem racing. I was so glad when they brought this pack style racing back.
We're going to have a little fun here. We're going to go to Anthony Thitchner, and we're going to show he's in the middle of this big cluster pack right here. We're going to go into the cockpit and see what he's seeing as he's going through the pack.
Absolutely. I think the gyro cam will give the best view for people at home.
There we go.
Absolutely. You gotta love the gyro cam. You go down into the corner and you actually see what that 33 degrees of banking looks like.
Woo! Oh boy. Yeah, that's.
If you stop on this, you're falling down.
Oh yeah.
I as many times as I've been to Daytona, I've never gotten to be on the corner banking, but
Really?
I will tell you the straightaway banking in the tri-oval
It's
at
hard enough to stand
18
on.
degrees, it is very hard to walk up.
I have actually stood in the corners at Daytona. You can, if you walk, it's basically like climbing the side of a mountain when you're walking up it.
I imagine.
And something you'll notice while we're doing this broadcast is if you watch the 24 hours or you followed Daytona and you know enough about NASCAR, the backstretch grandstands that are there no longer exist. The front stretch grandstands are a lot larger than what we have. That is because iRacing, it's brand new to NASCAR in itself and Daytona, and
Yeah, because those stands just opened 2 weeks before the 24-hour, didn't they?
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's a quick turnover.
Yeah, it is nice and refreshing though to see the old Budweiser patio porch back there, or party porch, or whatever they call it.
Oh, and we got trouble up front. Trouble up front.
Oh, wreck, big wreck!
Quite a few big.
Wow.
Involved in that.
See if we can go back and take a look at what happened here.
There will be a lot of cars involved in that. Oh my word!
Wow.
Let's see who caused it, or what happened, not who caused it.
Looks to me like the 27 pushes up the track, and when he pushes up, the 29 starts to get the run that he would normally get as he's going into the corner, and then the 27 just tries to drive back into his spot, and he drives across the nose of the 29. The 29 holds his line. I don't know who's going to get the UL here, but I don't think it's going to be the 29.
No, I think that'll be the 27. 27 opened up that door, and he opened up the door, and the 29 was there.
I got a pretty good view for you on that wreck. Let's go and watch the 96 in car cam. That will be a pretty good view of what happened.
Let me see if I can.
He had a front row seat. I just had to point that one out.
Oh boy. Nice job of checking up though. He just has nowhere to go. Him and John Schweiker both checked up pretty well and just nowhere for him to go.
Was that the whole field?
No.
About.
Those front 4 or 5 guys were able to sneak away from it. The rest of them, yeah, pretty close.
On the bright side, for everyone that was involved in that, they do have a they got a quick repair. Something they won't have when this race rolls around in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that is one thing about the all season at these tracks like this. They were given one quick repair. We won't have that during the real season, which is going to make it really. You have to be a lot more careful, is what I'm trying to say. I think.
If you look behind the 65 and Justin Bland, you see the 9 and the 99. And behind them, pretty sure the 92, and the 92 looks clear, but the 87, he's pretty destroyed. 10 has some damage. 87's probably going to be putting this time by. Would be my guess to repair that damage.
More than likely. Looks like we got a good 7 or 8 laps in before that caution there, and also I might add that Anthony is staying out.
Well, can't say I. I would have pitted.
No, I wouldn't have because I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to save that one quick repair in case there's another incident.
All right,
And I can't blame him for that.
but the rear end of his car looks like it's torn.
As long as he's in the pack and he stays around other cars. Now,
Yeah.
when he gets out, he's done. He's falling back like a brick. Actually, the cars behind him will hook up better to him because he's got that damage.
And look like it's shrunk down a little bit, so it'll be less drag coming off of it.
To be honest with you, that is what I look for in a race. I will find somebody that has a little bit of damage like that, and I will hook up with them because I can keep my front bumper hooked up their nose perfect around the whole track.
Yeah, it's true.
The only
I
problem
do
with that
agree.
is it creates overheating, so you have to watch out for that too at the same time.
And they also do a lot of times, have a little more drag than the rest of us do. And it's not always the best thing when you're talking about a super speedway.
No, but that one thing is if all these cars are equal, so it may be kind of a disadvantage here, but in an open set, it hooks up better.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Don't
He's got
disagree
side
with that.
damage that he might fall back like a brick.
Yeah, it looks like he does have a little bit of a pocket off the right side of the car.
Yeah, I was focused on the back too much.
As Schweikert's now up to what looks like ninth, I believe. Yes. A couple of these guys that were back to the pack just riding around now are all of a sudden they're in the thick of it.
And Nick and John, I'll be stepping away for just a second. Just spilled my drink. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll keep it going for you, bud. As they do line up double file here, and the lights on the pace car are off. We're gonna go green this time by. Beautiful thing to see. I love when they go green. And Of course, we love when it goes green. It's the best broadcasting. But when you're there and you feel it and you see it, and those cars rush by you, it's one of the greatest feelings I think on the planet.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they want to go this time. Excuse me. I have
Yes.
lost my mind.
I
And
say they
pace
are
car is
double
off,
file,
and they're off.
and we're green.
They're
Just
off
like
to
that.
sea. The
That
wizard,
restart
the
box
wonderful
is very
wizard.
small.
They're following the yellow brick line. Wow.
It looks like Justin got a fantastic restart. I don't know what happened to the 9, but Justin and Ken Worley, they are gone. They are just out there. I think it's a good couple second gap, or well, couple tenths of a second. Yeah,
Couple tenths of a second.
yeah. As now we see some tandems. That ain't gonna last long, but we see a couple tandems here.
No, because now with this draft package, these tandems are actually going to be running slower speeds once they get into a pack than the pack that's a single file line behind them. So that line, as you see now, is going to be catching them real quick, and it's going to be a pack again in just a matter of laps.
And you know, a lot of people hate when they go single file, but in truth, I kind of like watching them just freight train around the outside or something.
I'm with the people that don't like it. Single file.
Single file around the outside is awesome because I'm actually sitting there holding my teeth waiting for somebody to fall out to the bottom.
But they never do.
If they do, it's you can.
Oh, if they do, it's awesome.
All hell's gonna break loose once that
Yep.
happens.
Yep. Once you get to that point, as we are now sitting here on lap 14, coming to 15 of 60 laps, so we're gonna have about what 45 to go here at the line, if I'm not mistaken.
46.
Yep, that is my fault. 46. As
Nick
the
forgot how to
9
count.
does beat Justin
Yep.
into the line. I don't think he's going to clear him here. It looks like Justin's going to get the run coming into the turn 1. I don't know who has more help. I don't know what's going on, bud.
I don't know if it's going to affect him, but like I said, that low line does have the 87 who has some rear damage. It looks like they're not able to get... Oh, the 99's going below the yellow line to try and get around the 65. Or not.
What is going on?
They dropped back like a rock, and now the 1 car is going to challenge the 29 and the 9 for the lead.
They have more
And-
cars on the outside. It should be their race. I mean, they should have it.
And that's exactly what happened to Justin there and the 99. All of their helpers jumped out of line and went to the top as we have.
And John Schweigert, P1.
Exactly.
Now he's going to fall to the bottom, and it's the 10 going to fall on the 10.
Yes, 10 gets a spot.
And that was a close one. I don't know that I would have dove it in there like that.
He was clear. Oh, now they're getting wiggly though. He's got the low line on the 1. Here comes the 29. They're going 3 wide. And the 9 backs out.
I can't blame him, truthfully.
Well,
As John Schweikert is the leader now, without a doubt in anyone's mind. Justin Bland and Ken Worley are trying to make a comeback as Luis, and I cannot see who that was. Looks like the 83 of Will Proof on the line. The 29 is going to duck out to the high side. He's going to try to make a run by himself.
yeah, but he is by himself.
Anywhere.
He's got Justin Bland coming up behind him, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to be able to lend a hand.
He's holding his own right now. Though.
And the 83's bouncing a little bit. Blinking. He's back.
If those cars can line up on the high side, it's going to be a good race.
Go a little bit further back. Oh,
As the 10 is very indecisive about where
yes, he is.
That could have ended very badly. As
It almost did.
John is a great driver, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing something you will see at every Sprint Cup event, basically.
Blocking both lines.
Exactly. And when you do it right, nobody's going to pass you.
pushing up a little bit. One car in the wall, 99. We're good for now.
They're going to take it 3 wide.
At the line, and it was John... No, it was Trevor McManus leading that lap. On the low side.
As we now have Justin Bland pushing John Schweikert. Looks like they're going to have a chance to clear.
Oh, they're clear. They're clear.
They're going to drop down.
One thing
And there you go.
I would like to point out is if they really want to get rid of somebody, that would have been the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. 10's going to jump back up to the high side, trying to get back around him. Usually, I know this race doesn't mean much, but I think when our season starts, you're going to see guys being a lot more patient and not trying to go for the lead every lap, and they're probably going to get single file for a little while and just run around, biding their time.
I also believe the race will be a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
I know for us, all 3 of us, we run the Cup Series. We're going to have one hell of a time running the actual Daytona 500.
Yeah. I don't know about any of you that may or not be watching, but I'm going to be running one of the A-Open Daytona 500s that are going to be run. Should be fun. Should be hectic. Should cause a couple headaches.
And then we're going to have the ECR 500.
Yep.
Broadcasted by Max Speed TV.
Which will be,
Who does a great job.
and it's going to now this season with ECR, it's going to be ported live on iRacing.com. On the top header, you're going to see ECR Cup Series, and that'll be us. We'll be running on Tuesday nights.
Yep. And with it being a full-length race, I hope to. I know you and me both. We both run in those Matthew Hibbs Motorsports Chevy SS.
Oh, 88's. No, yellow's out. It looked like he got tagged in the rear by maybe the 83, and he tried to save it on the low side, but there was nowhere to save it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then I guess wasn't much checkup behind. Is my general assumption there. And that's what probably collected the rest of the field. I hope, for the sake of a lot of those guys, they still have their quick repair. Otherwise, they're done.
I know one person that does that was involved.
Anthony.
Anthony.
And I think he's going to use it this time. That car is beat up now. You know.
I don't know if he's full throttle. If he's full throttle, yeah, he's got to use it.
I think he's going to be stuck having to use it either way. That car. Yeah, he's got front end damage now. The whole front end is squished in, so he'll be coming to bringing that 87 Jim Beam to pit road.
And here they come down the pit road.
Yeah, John Schweikert leading them all down pit road. John's probably going to be pitting off pretty early. Yeah, there he goes, because I don't think he was able to qualify.
No, he was not.
Oh, but he overshoots his pit stall.
As Justin's going to line up into the first stall, and he's going to overshoot his. Although it looks like he didn't have to do much correction to save his. He's also not going to have far to go once this car drops off the jacks right here. Who's going to get it?
Justin, the one. And then a bunch of numbers I can't read.
9, 83, 15. And that's your race off of pit road. Is we actually had a car.
Yeah, we got,
96 who went
yeah. Somehow spun on pit road.
Matt Kenseth did.
He probably hit the brakes and that sent that car around.
I'm actually curious here.
I will admit it's not that hard to do.
Yep, there's the 87 with the clean car. Headed back out to the track. We're going to rejoin him at the front, and it looks like the 33 of Joshua Sheets stayed out. And he's going to inherit the lead from Justin Bland, with John Schweiger following him right behind.
And I just looked at it, and exactly as you thought. The 96 just got on the brakes, and it just turned it itself.
Yeah, the brakes on these cars at this track, they don't work. It's just a myth. Just a myth.
These cars have brakes in this track?
Right?
Exactly.
I thought they started on magical unicorn dust.
Yeah. That's if you're lucky.
Absolutely. I know. As I was saying though, before we had the caution there, myself and you, Jeremy, we're going to be piloting the 34 and the 19. You're the 34. I'm the 19. I don't know what car you're running for the 500, but I'm pretty sure well set that I'm either going to run my normal Air Force car or I'm going to run the Thunderbird one. So
I'm trying to put something special together here for U.S. Army. See if I can get someone to make me something that's worthy of the Army colors.
absolutely.
Well, we all know what I'm running at the 500.
Uh-oh.
Is it going to be Gas Monkey Garage?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to be running his own team, if I'm not mistaken,
That's right.
in the 007 or
Double O.
Double.
he wishes the double.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the 07.
Close enough.
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
Agent 07.
It'll certainly be fun to watch. I know, for me personally, flying down to Daytona, that's going to be a hop, skip, and a jump from where I'm at.
Please don't crash.
I'm not going to crash. I've
That's
only
what you
crashed 80
always say.
times.
That's
I
what you
finally
always
figured it
say.
out. I finally figured it out. It's okay.
I'm glad you got respawns.
Absolutely.
Good
As
God.
we sit here, it's a little
We're
shame,
sorry,
we've
guys.
had two
It's not the
cautions already,
season.
but
We're sorry, guys. It's not the season. We gotta find something to talk about.
absolutely. And like I said, there'll be other things to get us through these moments where we're just out of things to talk about.
We will have commercial breaks. We'll figure something out to keep us all entertained, keep you at home entertained, and keep this race interesting as we're going. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going green this time by, but we're at Daytona, so we'll be here for another couple minutes.
I will request that we have a squatty potty commercial.
I, I, I,
I have no answer.
I don't either. Anyway.
or that commercial that you showed me for the windshield wipers the other night, Nick.
Oh, the Bosch one. Okay, yeah, we'll find that one again. Anyway, as we get ready to go green, as we get ready to go green, Joshua Sheets is leading them to the green here, the 33, as I believe he stayed out. Justin Bland, who won the race off pit road, is running second. John Schweikert is third. Merrick Watchhorn is fourth. Trevor McManus fifth. Terry Griffey sixth. Brad Bohr is seventh. Pat Rush is eighth. Luis Amasa is ninth. And Anthony Thitchner, with that beautifully patched up car, is sitting in 10th. That rounds out the top 10 as the green flag is back out on the track.
And it's Joshua Sheets leading them off. Justin Bland got a pretty good restart, but the guy behind him in the 29 car, Merrick Watchhorn, he didn't. So Justin's kind of going on his own, as the 33 has help from the 1.
And they will likely clear him, and looks like maybe even the 10 will clear him. He might be able to slot in behind the 10 right here.
Nope.
No, he's going to stay up.
But, yep, the 10's going to jump up, and he's going to try and do something.
Jump up. And they got a freight train around the outside.
Yep.
So, once again, as I was sitting here thinking, Oh, well, the 10's finally going to get a shot to lead. He is the bulldozer to get the one back to the front.
He still hasn't let a lap. He's been up there all race. I'll give him that, but he might get it this time by though. He's got a good push from that 65 car.
Absolutely.
He's got it.
And there it is. Well-deserved lap lead. We'll see if he can hold on to it or not. It's going to be definitely difficult with Schweikert there and Justin on the back bumper.
Schweikert's going to come up for the block.
Not gonna work. He's gonna be stuck in the middle. It didn't work that time.
They're letting him fall back.
Yep.
And I can't imagine anyone's going to pick him up, let him fall into the sucker hole.
Ooh, the 10 and the 65 almost got into the wall. Yep, but the one's gonna be able to duck down. I think the 88's letting him in. But it doesn't look like he wants it.
He's not done here.
Yeah, he's...
And we're looking
There we go.
What?
Keep it in the middle, boys.
Makes super speedway racing great. I absolutely love it. I love coming here, and this is awesome.
This is world-class racing right here.
Absolutely. This is just wonderful.
Look at the outside.
As they make the move, 3 cars in each line. A little early on that. 3
What?
cars in each line.
Yeah.
As the inside's going to get the run.
The middle line.
Doing well.
Yeah.
The outside with the 3 cars, I think the 3 cars is definitely helping them to even be able to just keep up.
This is awesome. You just don't see this at Daytona and iRacing.
No, as I say, not enough.
Only in ECR.
In real life.
Yep. Alright, looks like they've cleared that outside line now. The outside line is going to try and jump back in. And we're going to go back to normal, sane, 2-wide racing at 200 miles an hour.
I don't know much of what.
Oh! They're going again. Yep.
That's going to bring the caution out. That's got to bring the caution out.
Oh, did the 87 get caught up in that?
No, looks like he got away scot-free.
Remember the new rule with ECR this year? It's only iRacing cautions. And there it is.
That's been fixed. The race controller can call it if you see it.
Okay.
You didn't see it at first.
Alright.
That's
Well,
the only thing I can
yeah.
say about
That was a pretty lengthy... Wow. Would you look who's the leader?
it. The 10?
No. I don't know what happened to 10. 87. Anthony Titchener.
What?
Oh boy.
I gotta go back and look and see what happened. Wow.
Let's take a little looky peeky here.
Oh, I see that. Oh, what a move.
Absolutely brilliant.
That was being very aware of your surroundings right there.
Caution wasn't called yet. Caution's not called, and he's still going. Yep.
And to come from being the car that got actually dinged, and the 33 slid up there, and I think it helped them that John also got loose down there on the bottom. He drops down a little and gets the run.
Yep.
Straight the way in the line.
And it was right as they passed the pace car that's sitting there on the end of pit road that the caution actually did come out. So, yeah, 87, 65, and then 10.
That 65, that was a good move though. Boy,
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely brilliant from all aspects on that one, from the 2 cars that are now first and second.
Whew. Well, it's been pretty good racing so far. Better than what I would have expected.
That was the moment. I think everyone's heart has to be pumping, and I don't know if you guys want to talk to anybody after they have their pit stops here.
I want to talk to 87.
Absolutely. Let's gonna be if they're gonna make their pit stops. Let's get them.
He's not. He's staying out on track, so
Okay. Well,
All
I'll
right.
pull it
John?
down.
Absolutely.
Cars at the Daytona.
Whoa.
And
Well,
And-
Mr.
I was just talking to everybody. My bad.
It's our bad. We
bad.
failed to give you the warning. It's our fault.
Would you like us to put you back up there?
No, man. What's up?
well, that move, Anthony. You were P4 coming to I guess take the caution, which took forever to come out. But that move going around the 10 on the outside, was it just him thinking that the caution was out, or was it just you keeping on it, waiting for the caution to come out?
Exactly. Just waiting for the caution. If there's no caution, I mean, there's no wreck in front of me. So if it's behind me, I'm not slowing down, right? So I'm just staying on the gas until I see a caution, pretty much.
Right.
I saw them guys take the inside, so I was like, all right, they're working together. I'll stay to the outside. Hopefully somebody pushes me. And here we are out front. I mean, there's a long race to go. That was only the first half. We're just about now to start the second half. So there's a lot of racing to go. I have no restarts, so resets. So it's a lot of racing to go.
I know you had the prime seat for that 3 wide that we were going there for a few laps, battling back and forth, inside, outside, and middle. How did that look from your seat?
So I was like, all right, I could really choose any lane here that I want. Let me take the inside, middle, or the outside. And I was like, well, we got John Schweikart pushing somebody to the middle. The guy that won the race the other night there, Trevor, I believe it was last night. So I was like, let me just follow John Schweikart, man. You can't go wrong following that guy. So went through the middle. I was like, if anybody comes up, I'm fucked. If anybody on the outside pins me down, I'm fucked. But hey, John Schweikart could do it. Let's do it. That was what we took, man. And here we are sitting out front. No balls, no glory.
All I gotta say is, for me, it feels awkward because rather than having that beautiful golden bow tie on the car, you got that awkward looking blue oval on it.
I know, man. Listen, we are representing a different team this year. We're gonna go for the Fords in the Xfinity Series, but I'm gonna tell these guys what, man. When it comes to the Cup Series, you're not gonna see a Ford Fusion outrun a
Hey.
Chevy SS, baby.
Hey,
I'm right there
hey.
with you.
Hey, you still got to deal with me, Anthony.
I just
And
hope
Justin.
y'all are enjoying this broadcast, man. I can't wait to go back and watch it. This has been a blast. It's been fun.
It's been much better racing than what we could have expected and hoped for.
Absolutely. Anyway, John, if you'll send Anthony back up there to greet everyone as they're getting ready to go back green here in
All right.
another
Thank
lap.
you guys. I appreciate it, man. Good luck to
Oh yeah.
appreciate you guys and what y'all do. I hope everybody enjoys the broadcast.
Good luck, Anthony.
Thank you.
And that was Anthony. And I'm just going to say now, going into the Daytona event that we will have here in a couple weeks, you will hear from Anthony again, as well as quite a few, I'd say, of the team owners. We want to get some views and opinions from each team owner on what they want to see this season. And of course, with that being said, if we're going to be interviewing team owners, you got to interview the league president and what his view going into the season is. And so you'll hear from Anthony. You'll likely hear from guys like Justin and Schweikart and a few others.
Justin,
I don't know the full list. I don't know the full list of Xfinity owners, but
Oh yeah.
we'll see going into that event.
I was about to say Justin's not a team owner, but I realized we're Xfinity.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are, you special child.
I am
Pay
very
attention,
special.
John. Pay attention.
I'm sorry, I see 3 wide racing, and I'm just over here thinking this is a hell of a cup race.
Oh well.
John is over here going, oh, we're doing an Xfinity. Oh, butterfly.
Oh, butterflies.
Oh look, squatty potty.
uh,
Absolutely.
Can
If we
we
could
have
have
that as a sponsor? Can we have that as a sponsor?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if we're having this much fun all season, it's gonna be a great year.
The Squatty Potty Xfinity Series.
Oh God.
Aww.
Speaking of series series sponsors, we do want to thank Johnson's Truck Line for sponsoring this year's ECR Xfinity Championship. We're glad to have them on board this season. We'll get their series logo out here later in the year.
Later in the year. I plan on getting it here in the next couple days.
Absolutely.
But either way, we are on the front stretch. Yes, we are.
And they're green.
And Anthony gets a great jump. Justin Bland's gonna. No, he's not gonna be able to clear the 10.
Clear the 10, but I think he's gonna be able to have enough.
Well, that works too. That works too. Oh, nope, back to the inside.
As the 10 drifts up just a bit. Now we'll see one of the better eye drafters right here in the 65. I know me and him have worked on it for many years and really, really worked on it. And actually, I'm mistaken. We won't see it at all.
Yep, because there they go. Up to the front.
That run formed on the front stretch on that restart.
Ooh. They had to check up right there. That's going to cause Anthony to go to backwards a little bit.
Oh, this is going to be close.
The 9 smartly backs out of it, gets behind the 87, and looks like they're going to be able to drop down. Yes.
And they're going to get in line, and they'll be able to follow Schweikart. And
I was going to say, and who's coming back up to the front?
As the 9 comes down into the 88.
88 is able to save it, but...
I tell you what, he's not going to...
Yeah.
That everyone's favorite Brazilian redneck, Luis Tomaso. He's driving that beautiful, beautiful Dale Earnhardt Jr. styled nationwide Camaro.
You know, I can't. There's some damage on the left side of his car, but I can't see too much on the right. But hopefully, he's able to continue on at least at a moderate pace and keep up with everybody. I'm pretty sure he's used his respawn or whatever.
As it looks like, wow, Justin and the 29 are able to actually clear the
Justin!
10 and the 1. Oh,
And there's a big wreck up front. And the 87's in it. That's going to be just about Schweikart that's left.
absolutely, wow. Although I will say, I'm pretty sure that's the first time Justin's been involved in an accident.
Yeah.
Also, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like he has much damage either.
Let's go back into our critical PC and stint replay. See what happened here with Justin. It looked like Justin might have gotten tapped from behind.
Looks like he kind of came up.
Yeah, he drifted up the track a little bit, and some of these, I'm not going to pin that on any of the new guys, but some of the guys need to learn a little give and take here. We still have 23 laps to go, but
Well, I don't think it's just the new guys, too.
no.
I'm guilty of it too.
Oh yeah, I am too. Justin just moved up the track a little bit, and it was we all kind of see it as, ooh, there's an open lane, but we need to see it as he got high a little bit, give him a little bit of room to get back down, so we can keep going, so we don't have 15 car wrecks.
I'm gonna start taking my approach to it, and that's
Floor it.
basically no, not flooring. Making it to the end at whatever cost.
Yeah, that's my whole thing this season. Make it to the end of every race, and you will be in the chase.
Absolutely. As we are joined in the booth by Anthony Thitchner, I take it you're out of this one now.
Woo! Tell you what, man. I don't need any shots of adrenaline for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have you in the booth. I guess we'll take care of the. I guess we might as well take care of the interview that we were gonna wait for the 500 for. So, or not the 500, but I guess the 300 or whatever it is.
This interview is brought to you by Squatty Potty.
Oh.
Apparently, that's a new thing. We've certainly been having a lot of fun in here. So, welcome to the fun booth, as I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I would love to know what you feel is going to make this season so great here at ECR this year.
What was that, bud?
I'd love to know what it is you think is going to make ECR, and specifically for this right now, the Xfinity, the best it can possibly be this season.
Oh, are you guys familiar with the toolbox?
It depends on what kind of toolbox.
Yeah.
Well, in the toolbox contains a hammer. Okay, and we are prepared to drop that hammer on any person that is involved in too many cautions or maybe an accident-prone kind of a person. Um, we had some good racing here tonight.
Oh yeah.
I hate that I was involved in that accident. Obviously, it was just like,
And the other 4.
it's that Daytona luck, man. I can't hate it. It was some good racing. I had fun out there. It's a lottery race. That's what Daytona is. You can't be mad when you're taken out. It's just a lottery race. You never know what's going to happen. You know, we try to keep it near the front. I'm sitting there fourth or fifth. A wreck happens, bam, you're taken out. Um, you just can't avoid it sometimes. So Daytona is Daytona. You can't really put a lot on Daytona and putting it on people and what they do, but you just try to pay attention. You go back and you watch a race a couple times. Daytona's one of them races, man, that anything can happen. You know, David Gilliland can win a race. Anybody can win a race. I mean, David Reagan, you know, anybody can win, right? So
Trevor Bang.
He's right, you know.
you can't get mad when you're taken out at Daytona. As long as you were a part of Daytona, it has been a blast.
Absolutely. The only thing I got to say is I think there needs to be a lot of lessons learned on patience going into the 500.
I will
Because
say there was a lot of guys. I agree with you. There's a lot of guys out there that just refused to check up. They felt like if they had a run, they had to switch lanes. So it's like,
Mhm.
hold your line, check up a little bit, realize what's around you, and you will go faster. These guys that switch lanes fall back more
yeah,
than less. The guys that, all right, you don't have enough patience, you switch to the outside, bam, they fall back 2 or 3 positions, and then they try to, run onto the inside and cut somebody off, and an accident happens. So we just got to preach patience here, and hopefully these guys will watch this broadcast and watch the racing and see that that's some of the cautions here tonight that happened.
Yeah, I have been watching you a lot, and I'm guilty of doing it too. I mean, not being patient too. And I see that out here with these guys, the ones that are patient are the ones that are getting somewhere. I mean, these guys out here, like Schweiker, they're all being patient and they're getting back to the front just by hardly ever moving.
and with the patience, it's a big thing this season because we especially in the Cup Series with the noble events as we have, bringing that back to prominence as it once was, but we have the noble events, and this season they're the full length, which the tracks that it is Daytona, Charlotte, Darlington, Indy, and Talladega, running the full length of those, you gotta have patience. You gotta make it 400 laps, guys. I mean, I hope you're all watching this because it's key. You gotta first finish to finish first. That's the
20
best
to
way I can put it.
15 to go and gloves off. If you're at the back, 5 to go if you're in 10th.
It doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
you wait till the end and you're there at the finish, you have the chance to win, but you have
Yep.
to make it there first. Anyway, the lights on the pace car are out. Welcome to the fun booth, Anthony. We're
Thanks,
hopefully
guys.
going to have a little more fun here.
This
we
restart
got-
is brought to you by Squatty Potty.
We got 13 guys in the lead lap, man. 26 took the green flag, so half the field is left in the green flag, man. It's going to be interesting here to see who actually finishes this race. I mean, we got 20 to go.
I think we'll have a decent run here for a little while. I don't know about the whole race, but I think these next 15 laps or so, probably run green.
Now, so green flag racing is going to occur. It's just my luck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. That's always my luck, too. I'll tell you the tandem I'm looking at that could be the big threat is lined up about 4th and 5th back on the inside row, John Schweikert and Justin Bland.
Yeah. Between the two of them, they've led 23 of the 41 laps.
Pace squad's off and they're gone.
Looks like John didn't get all of his damage fixed either. I don't know if he doesn't have another quick repair or if he just chose not to use it yet. As
He's only got a light crinkle, and Will Prue is bouncing all over the place.
There's somebody we haven't seen up front in a while, the 88 car of Luis.
I was just thinking that everyone's favorite Brazilian redneck. He's up front pushing the 92. There's enough, there's quite a few up here that we have.
The 92 and the 69. Heck, everyone except for Justin and John.
And even really the 33, I think he qualified pretty well too. I believe.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, the 33 qualified 5th, so he was up there pretty early on. It's going to be a good little battle here. The top 8 seem to have broken away from the rest of the group. I don't know if that's a strategy play by the rest or they just can't keep up right now.
Kind of gets the feeling it's the second one. They can't keep up with all the. Probably have damage.
You got Blake Fleeman leading the lap here right now.
Yeah.
He's the one that won that truck series race the other night, so he's really putting on a show here in that Mossy Oak number 69.
Beautiful car, by the way.
It is. It absolutely is.
Oh, we got a wreck up front. Wow, that's single car.
Guys,
Wow.
I blinked my eyes.
Blink 83 gone.
In the words of Rick Allen, problems.
Alright, let's see if we can go back and see what happened to the 83 here. Will Prue.
That guy that was leading the race, he's the car owner of the guy who won the truck race the other day.
Alright, let's see.
That was
3 and
Manus, I believe.
3 and 4. Oh, he drifted up too high and the 92 was there. Yep, exit of 4, 92 was already there. A couple guys had to go through the grass, but I think they were okay.
I will say I'm very surprised that it was just that one car.
Yep.
Because this track looks wide, but it's not.
It's not.
On it.
Not compared to Dega.
It feels about like you're driving a huge size Charlotte.
No,
I'm not. Hey, I'm not wrong.
He isn't. And Dega's a lot bigger than Daytona is. Wider, longer.
Did you guys put that on the 83?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it looks
would.
like he kind of.
He went up into the 92.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. From what I can only look at it once, so you know.
I'm looking at it again. Yeah, it definitely looks like. I mean, he came up there. He was trying to take advantage of the top lane that was definitely getting a run, and just a little late there on his decision.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. That's Daytona. I mean, your race could be going great, and it is a long race. Daytona is one of the longest races of the year, and you make one wrong decision, your race could be over in a split second, just like that. And there you go, right there.
Well, it's like you said. You blinked. that could be your race. You blink and that's it.
I sneezed. You sneeze, you blink, you cough. It's over.
As we come to what I think maybe 2 to go. I think it is here. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, this will probably be 2 to go this time. Bye.
We all know it comes at 1 to go.
Race chatter. But no, I think it's still going to be a good race. I can't believe that was only one car. I mean, geez. Like you said, the track isn't as wide as it seems. I mean, yeah, they can go 3 wide and all, but when you get a car spinning and all of a sudden it's going from 190 to 60 and you're still doing 190, makes it a little hard to avoid.
One to go is brought to you by 200 mile per hour tape for all your 200 mile per hour needs.
I got nothing.
Bondo to make sure that that car is still looking purry.
Gotta love being in the booth.
And actually, we are now at 2 to go, and that's
Yep.
the
Oh,
second
then.
caution caused by the 83. So that will result in a DQ.
Yeah, ECR rules, man. If you cause 2 cautions in one race, you are a disqualification. That is the 83 there in the second caution.
Are we still doing probation for the off season?
I almost want to. I mean,
Yeah.
the way it's been going here lately, we have a lot of new guys, though, and some of these guys have to, fall in line and figure out what it's like to be in an ECR race. Daytona's Daytona, though. You kind of don't want to hold them to it, but when the league race starts, man, you could bet your butt that if you cause 2 cautions, you're going to be on probation.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, some of the racing early on in the season isn't going to be the greatest because there's a lot of new guys and they're still going to be learning everybody's the way they drive and how they drive and who they are and everything. But I think as the season progresses, and much like last season, I think as the season progressed, the racing got better.
Yeah. And one thing I would like to say is that a lot of the drivers out here, and me, I fall in this category, are still trying to figure out how hard to push the car and when to start pushing the car.
I do have to ask though. I take it was a mistake when you set the room up and made it open qualifying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure we don't do the
Yeah.
super speed.
And I think there was also probably some miscommunication between guys not knowing that they weren't supposed to lay down a lap, because it seemed like there was a lot of people who laid down a lap who weren't supposed to, or was there some other kind of strategy in that?
There was, I believe, one guy who was given an EOL because he laid down a lap and wasn't supposed to. And as these guys are going out of turn 2 here, I see a plane taking off in the background.
There it is. There's my 747. It's been prepping for takeoff all day long.
Yep.
But here's the question: why you aren't flying?
I don't take the 77 or the 747 out of here. I got my own personal 737.
Oh God.
Well,
A lot smaller.
We're one to go, and this one to go is brought to you by the wrench.
What race would that be, John?
The wrench to flip and fix your car.
This is awesome, guys. I'm having a blast here. I hope everybody's having fun, man. This has been some good racing. Daytona's always going to bring some good racing. So.
Oh yeah.
Man, this pace car is about to haul ass off this track and get out the way here. It is a Ford, so you can expect nothing else.
Can't win all the races.
Especially when it's got all them Chevys and that lone Toyota right behind it. It's getting a little scared.
It's cause Justin's not driving it.
No.
No.
He's in a Chevy too. So.
But pace car is off, and the 69 car is green.
The 69 got a great line.
92 did not go. It almost looked like he was in third gear.
And that is going to hurt the outside line big time, as the top 3 looks like, or top 2, my apologies, top 2 are able to just kind of drive away from him a little bit. That 92 is falling like a rock, and he's just got the 66 up with him.
Is that the 95 car? Kurt Quist is on the outside. I can't tell what number he is without zooming in real close.
It kind of looks like 96.
It's 95.
That is a great looking Gatorade car. I will give
Yeah,
him that.
yeah. And Luis Salmaso, after getting in the wreck before last, he's back up there in P3.
Not to mention Schweikart is up here in P6 or P5.
I think that 88's hurting a little bit though.
I think all these cars are hurting a little bit, so it might not be hurting him as bad as it might be if nobody else was hurting. It made sense.
Maybe we can just start
did
throwing
make
hammers
sense.
at them.
Actually, if you look at it, all 3 of the bottom lane cars up front have damage.
Oh, that's true.
But hey, they're pulling back up next side by side with the 95.
That is.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
everybody's running real tight here. You have a whole group of people here, and Tony Tenney brings up the rear of it, and then you got Joey Stats way on back there, who's just feeling like there's going to be another happening here. So you never really know what the strategies, the winning strategy is going to be here. But everybody right now is just balls to the floor like it's the last lap, and that's what you love to see.
Oh yeah. We almost had another big one there. John Schweikert was trying to get by the 92, and 92 wasn't about to let it happen.
I think actually the 96 might have some front end damage. I don't think he's got full power there.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, there.
Who's that coming through the middle?
92.
92 of Chris Steele.
He had it there.
The balls on that man.
He's got balls of steel.
Wow.
He's gonna push Chris. He's gonna.
Justin Bland's gonna join it with him.
Justin says, "Let's go, bud."
Oh, now he said bye-bye. Now he says bye-bye. It looks like the 95 and the 29 got into the wall a little bit. 29's got some pretty good right side damage.
Which means the 92 got lucky as Luis is going to jump to the outside and try to clear the 69 here.
Pat Rush is looking to bring it down the middle in the 66.
They're awful tight, bumper to bumper, going through 3 and 4. 69's getting a run back with a 65 on the bottom. Looks like we might have a wreck behind.
Looks like, no. I see a call.
No.
off the pace, but
Yeah, no, we're good.
That outside is actually working really
Yeah,
well.
Luis Salmaso just led that lap for his first lap of the night.
Absolutely, but can you expect anything else out of a
Negatory.
slide 88?
I
As
just
the
got
69
some info.
comes back.
I just got some info, and they all said it's time to go.
Oh yeah, 9 laps to go.
Absolutely.
And 66 is trying to make it 3 wide. He's back in there.
He's not having the outside. He wants the middle.
He wants to get to the front.
And he has a
You got a good pusher.
motor behind him. Put it that way.
Whew. Here we go, boys. Coming to 8 to go.
3 wide.
Almost 4.
There's nobody with him.
Yeah, but he.
Had the one
Yeah.
pushing him, but one just couldn't get clear. Now that the 88's going to get clear in the bottom here, you're going to see the 88 and 1 work together as they are teammates in a Cup Series.
Not 100% sure on Xfinity Series, but you likely will see them work together a lot of times.
There
you'll
we
see
go.
that
Yep.
Cup team.
They're going to try and get by all these rookies except for Justin Bland. Oh, but the 29's going to jump up there and.
And if I'm Justin, I'm starting to look at
Yep.
the mirror and
Evaluate which one I want to do. There he goes.
He's deciding.
He's got to make it quick.
Is he going to do it?
Nope, nope.
get there.
This is some badass racing.
Yep. We got 7 laps to go.
Absolutely. I hope we get to see this come. What is it? February 23rd.
I will say this: the winner of the race gets a squatty potty.
I don't know what he's got on with this.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know what we got going on with the squatty potty tonight.
Man, the 1 is pushing the rear end off of that 88. Trying to get the 29 up in front. But that 29, like I said, you can see some pretty good right front damage. That might be holding him up a little bit. Because Luis is just nailed to his rear bumper.
These are 2 veterans pushing 2 rookies right now.
Yep.
Keep in mind, there's 2 rookies leading the field right now, pushed by 2 veterans in Justin Bland and Luis Salamaso. If you look in the 3rd lane there, Pat Rush is on the inside. He's a rookie. And then the 1 car of John Schweikart's a returning veteran. So you got 3 veterans.
And Justin's going to get him.
Oh!
There we go.
there's the veteran.
Okay, let's not.
Excuse me, rookies. I'm going to take this one.
Absolutely.
Justin's going to take the inside here as he got clear.
I see what you did there, Anthony.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing. 5 laps to go here at Daytona. And although it's pre-race, it's a hell of a race.
When did the maid from Family Guy get in here?
Oh, and there they go.
Oh! Oh!
There it goes.
All over.
Problems.
They'll probably
Say it's all over now.
pass. They pass the the pace car. That's gonna be it.
That's it there. Wow.
And who was the one that who called it? Who was the one that called 65?
I believe that was me.
Yeah, I believe that was. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that by looking at these replays here, man, it looks like the 69 of Blake Freeman came up a little bit there into the 29 of Merrick, which pretty much caused all of that. But we'll wait to hear an official word.
That's what it's looking like to me too.
I see the same. Wait, no, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
You look at it from behind him, absolutely.
yeah, I'm looking.
That chopper cam.
It depends on what angle you look at it.
I'm looking at it from directly behind him.
Wait.
Oh, you can see it with the chopper cam. It's clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. 69 was way too high.
That's just that happens, man.
Oh, it happens. Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
you're just following the guy in front of you, and all of a sudden you float up just a little bit, but that guy on the outside coming to the end here, they want to pin you down, so you don't have that extra space that you usually have in the race, man. When it comes down to 5 to go or less, you really have to hold your line. So that's a big mistake by Blake Freeman. He's going to pay for that at 2 to go here, most likely.
And that'll mean that Justin Bland obviously will still remain your winner. Pat Russia will move up to second, and Chris Sircoy.
Chris Sircoy was racing. Chris Sircoy was racing. That man knows how to do that so well. He knows how to do that so well.
Right.
What? Where did he come from?
I think that's the name we got to start calling him is Mr. Where Did He Come From?
Good God.
Last year and everything, man. Nobody talked about him. He's one of them guys who he's not going to lead the fastest laps. He's not going to be up front. He's not going to lead, all the laps or anything like that. But he will be there, and he will consistently finish races, man. He doesn't
Yeah.
get involved in accidents, and that takes one special driver. So that is something to put on notice. There is that in order to finish, you must first finish, right? You want to finish first, you must
Yeah.
first finish, and that we say it every race. And Chris Sikora is one of them special examples.
But I kind of feel like nobody ever talks to him. Can we interview him, please?
Well, he's gonna finish top 3. So
Oh, he did.
yeah, because Blake Freeman's probably gonna get the black flag here.
Oh, that's right.
You want to pull him down now or pull him down after the race?
Yeah, let's
Hey,
go ahead and get
race
this
is over.
started.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Chris Sircoy, Jeremy Rubin, Nick Gillis, John Cottle, and Anthony Titchener guest starring in the booth up here. Talk about that P3 finish because you are going to get P3.
Well, I think it's going to be P4, but maybe I'm wrong. That was good to be back, man. I've been busy, haven't been on the track lately with you guys, and it's good to be back in this practice race before the season starts.
Hell yeah, buddy. And I believe Anthony said you're going to get P3 because the 69, I believe it was, caused that caution, so he's going to get the EOL.
Nice. Very good.
And something that we always say is key with you is we never mention your name, but you're always there at the finish. We don't ever mention your name really till the finish.
I legitimately didn't know you were racing tonight. I did not know it.
Yeah, it is that way. It's kind of funny, but no, I have a good time getting on here and racing, and I got a little bit of damage at the beginning of the race, but I automatically have everything unchecked, so I got to check everything when I want it, and I had, I think, 20 seconds of repair, so I did that. So I actually didn't use that fast repair till probably halfway through the race.
Chris, you started 25th. You weren't able to qualify. You didn't put in enough practice laps. I was able to qualify, and I was right there with you. I started 13th, and I felt like it was right around halfway where I used my first quick repair. What did you feel, man, when you first used your quick repair? Like, how did you feel First off, where you started at 25th, and when you first used your quick repair, did you even think that it was possible to finish off here with a top three?
Yeah, I definitely thought I would be able to have a good finish. But the quick repair, some people were saying it wasn't working or it wasn't fixing everything. But I don't know. I don't know if I don't know, man. Anything could happen in this simulation, you know. So I don't know. I just know I didn't use it right away, but when I used it, I was pretty jacked up. I was smoking. I would have been done, but I used it and it fixed everything, and I was back to normal.
Daytona is wicked.
Absolutely. They're going to cross the line here to take the white flag. They're going to finish under caution, but still, what a great race from you, Chris. Congratulations on the top three, and look forward to the season.
Before you leave, Chris, I want to say one thing, and they all know what I'm going to say. This interview is brought to you by
Oh god.
Potty.
Hey, congrats on your third there, Chris. We're going to head and bring Pat Roche
Thanks.
down here, who finished second place.
Hey, Pat Ruche, Jeremy Rubin, and partners in the ARAM booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
How was that racing going tonight for you?
That was good, man. We started in the back. We had a good car. Tried to wait till the end, get through all them cautions. We had to push it at the end. We didn't know if we was going to get no help or not, man. But that was a blast. It was a great time. Thanks to ECR and thanks to y'all, man.
Hell yeah, brother. Anthony, Nick, you guys got anything?
Pat, you started 22nd. I mean, just right along with Chris Secoy. Knowing how Daytona is and that it's not where you start, is where you finish. What do you guys feel like? I mean, looking at Justin Bland, he started first and he's going to finish first here. But as far as second and third here, you guys finished 22nd and 25th is where you started. How do you guys feel, man, for this race and how it all went down? Like, what did you have to do to get yourself in to where you finished? Like, what was some of the most important decisions that you made here tonight?
Trying to keep my car clean, man. Picking the right person to run with, finding a good draft buddy, somebody to either hang with you or stay with you. But keeping your car clean is the main thing here. That's why we start in the back. We're going to probably do that for the real Daytona race and see how it works out.
All right, Pat. As Justin Bland goes spinning off into the track. We thank you. Have a good night. Nice P2 finish there. Congrats.
Thank y'all for broadcasting, man.
Oh yeah, buddy. Feel free to check it out.
As I believe we have Justin Bland in the booth with us. Thanks, Bud, for proving me right again.
I got a special question for Justin, man.
Oh boy.
Justin Bland,
Yes, sir.
you have been dominating the off season for the Elite Championship Racing practice races, man. There has been nonstop in you tonight, and along with the off season, you started first, you finished first. That is very rare when it comes to the Daytona races, man. What is the secret recipe, brother?
I don't know, man. Just everything worked out perfect tonight. Missed the big wrecks, kept the car clean till the end, and found the perfect drafting help there at the end. Me and the 29 hooked up, got to the front, and I was able to clear them just in time for that last caution to come out. So, man, it was a blast. It was some of the hardest super speedway racing I've had on here in forever. Had a blast.
It
Make
was
sure you blow that engine.
Yeah.
Plan. Oop,
it
well,
was
there you go.
beautiful to see. And, you know, for you and myself, even, this is our hometown track. We've been here so many times. And I just think it's the most special thing to win here. Do you agree? Winning at that home track?
Yeah, there's nothing better than winning at your home track. This is always, whenever you win here at Daytona, it always feels better than anywhere else. So it's awesome. Finally got it done.
I have to agree with Justin. There's nothing like winning at your home track.
All
I
right.
just happen to think that our home track kind of trumps a lot of other people's.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, mine's special. It's Charlotte, so.
Mine, the K&N Pro Series race is on, but I've actually won a race there in real life.
Nice.
So, ha.
Absolutely, man.
All right, Justin, you go enjoy your win. You still haven't blown up that motor yet, so you still got a little bit of work to do tonight. There you go.
Oh, by the way, Justin, you get a free squatty potty for winning.
All right. I expect to get that now.
We don't know where that has even come from. It's just been here all night.
It's not going anywhere.
I'm loading up the 737 and I'm getting the hell out of here as quickly as I can.
Take your squatty potty with you.
Oh hell no.
All right, Justin. Nice job tonight. Nice win. Nice pole. Way to finish from the front.
Thanks, guys. Can't wait to go back and watch this broadcast. It'll be something.
Oh, yeah. And you can actually hear me this time.
Yeah, I get you this time. Getting better and
Not
better.
quite so sure about everyone else. So.
Hey, we got the number 69 in the booth right now, which is one of the guys who led the most laps tonight. One of the guys who was trying to keep us safe, and there, he had to go through the Daytona, obviously tradition there, where just because you're up front doesn't mean you're going to finish there. But the last guy in the lead lap who probably led one of the most laps led tonight, Blake Freeman. How you feeling tonight, bud? And what was the strategy here tonight? Blake Freeman.
Blake, you got a copy?
And you can actually hear me this time. The quiet man.
Man, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that race.
Like, what was your strategy tonight? I know you were leading the most laps here tonight, out front there, and definitely holding your own, man. What happened there at the end?
I think that was a 29 on the outside. Without a go, you really just want to run each other hard. I think I went up a little too much. Maybe came down a little bit too much. I really didn't look at the replay. I know we were just racing hard and wanting to put on a show. And it was a lot of fun doing it. Racing there at the end with Justin and Luis. And man, it was a lot of fun. But the game plan for the night was to really lay back in the back, and I was watching everybody. It just seemed like there wasn't no patience up front, so I just wanted to lay back till about 20 to go, and then make your way to the front, and then it kind of worked out that way. So hope you guys enjoyed it, Anthony and all the admins, all the work that y'all do. We appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Hell yeah, buddy. We enjoyed the hell out of it up here in the booth. It was fun racing all night. Even though we did have 7 cautions, that was fun.
Yeah, it really was, and can't wait. Like I said, I think we get a little bit more patience in us, man. We'll have some great races here coming up for the 500 and all the Daytona Speed Weeks. It'll be really fun for all the guys. So I'm looking forward to it, and appreciate all the work you guys do for us.
Yes, sir. Nice race, Blake. Have a great night. Nice top 10 finish.
10-4, appreciate it.
All right, guys. That was Blake Freeman. He was our last interviewer. We just wanted to chat with him after having a pretty strong run through the field and pretty strong finish there. Minus the last caution, unfortunate happenings. But closing remarks on tonight's race.
I can't believe they went 3 wide for that many laps.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Again, some of the best racing I've seen in Xfinity Series, ECR Series, man, Daytona, super speedway racing. There's a lot of guys who can, as soon as they go 3 wide, boom, a caution happens. You're out there an official, and you're like, why can't we just go 3 wide? Man, when you come here to ECR Racing, 3 wide is the expectation. I almost feel like, I mean, these guys can hold their line. There's going to be a lot of great racing, and it is only some of the things to come to show here when it comes race time. When it comes league racing here in the 2 weeks, things are going to get down and dirty, and you could bet that there's going to be some great racing. And I can only hope the best of you guys, best luck for you guys who are in the broadcast booth to try to cover all of this, man, because there is just some great racing. I have been a part of this. I thank you guys, Jeremy and Nick Gillis, man. Nick Gillis, Jeremy Rubin, Aran Racing, man. You guys have brought some great broadcasting, and I appreciate everything you guys do for the league. I hope that everybody can subscribe to us on YouTube, give us a like, hit us up on Facebook, man. You guys do a great job, and I can't wait until the Xfinity season starts here. It has been some great racing, great broadcasting, and I have enjoyed my time here in the booth with you guys. It's been fun.
Yes, sir. As always, that's our league president, Anthony Fitchner.
Absolutely, and we're happy to have you in the broadcast booth with us tonight. And my theory is we kind of came out of ECRs, the guys that were there, and we hope to continue that relationship, and we want to grow as the broadcast partners that me, John, and Jeremy can be, and really put on the best shows that we can, as well as ECRs putting on the best shows on the track. Try to couple that with the best broadcasts.
Oh boy. Well, Daytona. Preseason Daytona. We still have the real Daytona to go here in 2 weeks. If that's going to be anything like that was, I can't wait. I can't freaking wait.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll get another event in here in a week or two. I believe a certain Mr. John Cottle has a possible charity event he wants to be hosting, and I believe he's asked Aran to broadcast that for him. Rockingham and the Gen 6s. Find that would be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out some things on that, but hopefully we can get it in before the season starts.
Oh, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I think that'll pretty much close it out for tonight. Tonight's race was the ECR Xfinity race live from Daytona. We're going to be going live here in about 2 weeks on Monday nights. Myself, Jeremy Rubin, my partners Nick Gillis and John Cottle up here in the booth with ARAN, your Automotive Racing Authority Network. That's it for tonight. Great race tonight. Justin Bland winning from the pole. And we're done.
I'm sorry about the Scotty Potty.